Hello, my name's Hannah and I'm the C5 nut. Well, we've got a special car in the workshop. So yeah, so my best mate last year said that the ideal partner for you would have to drive a C5, and I'll tell you what, mate, he wasn't wrong on that one. So yeah, basically one thing led to another, and yeah, so that estate car, the one I put on the video a couple of weeks ago, yeah, that is now the new Mrs. C5 Nuts car. So yeah, she's at work at the moment, so she's giving me the keys to do what I want to the car. So yeah, where do I start? Obviously I dropped her off at work. The car, like, hasn't recently been washed, so I had to then wash the car, get it all nice and clean, and then realised it had bold tyres on it. So straight down the tyre shop, got new tyres for it, and there's this bit of a clunking noise, and she did mention about it. So I thought, now the car is getting the love it needs, now's the time to actually see what needs to be done to it, to get it to where it needs to be. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video at the moment, and I'll flip the camera around, and you guys can see what it looks like. So as you can see, Mrs. C5 Nuts car has got a bloody dent in it that I'm going to try and sort out. Even though I washed it, obviously she's got a load of dogs. All this is on the inside of the glass, so lots of cleaning to do. Tyres all done. I'll sort this dent out another time. There's a couple of scratches and stuff. Yeah, I want to polish the headlights because they're starting to do its usual dullness. Give it a nice coat of polish. I'll try and do that today. Look! New tyres! New tyres! Yeah, I got all 4 tyres done on it. Yeah, I've noticed this. It's driving her nuts, and it's driving me nuts as well because she keeps playing around with it. And yeah, lots of cleaning to do. Yeah, well, let's get it up in the air. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Alright, so C5 is now up on the ramp. I'm looking from this side. Boot's starting to fail on it. Everything else seems to be okay, including the suspension pipes. This one obviously needs a new boot. Again, that's okay. Yeah, at some point in its life it's had a brand new tank strap, so that's good. That's good to know. Slight leak on that exhaust. It's got one clamp here. Well, where's the other one? It's almost like half a job Harry. I had to take the sump cover off only because it's made a mess with my floor. This bracket across here, normally on the diesels have like another mount on here, but on the petrol version that's not the case. That side was fine, that bolt was loose. Got a slight play on the old anti-roll bar drop link. Other side's not too bad, but I still need to change these lower, the lower bushes. Still got to do that, so she needs a new pair of them. She could really do with a new pair of discs as well. It looks like it's had new pads, but shitty discs. Okay, so it needs new discs, but just like oh my days, the whole thing's covered in oil. Literally, the whole thing is covered in oil, all over the gearbox, all over the engine. The one thing I'm worried about is the timing belt. I don't know if it's covered in there as well. Bottom mount on this one here, it's looking a bit ropey, so I need to get a new one of them. Yeah, the only thing that isn't got an issue with is the cooling system. That's not too bad, but yeah, because it's also getting quite hot outside, I currently got a Mini having a regas, so once that's done, I think I'll put it on Mrs. C5 Nuts car and see if we can get the aircon to work on this car as well. So that'll be cool. Yeah, right. Well, obviously with the engine leak, I think I'm going to have to go and get some gloves on and start cleaning this engine up. That'll be fun. Hopefully I won't be as high as I was with the last C5 I did. Okay, so I've dried up as much as I can. Let me just get the old torch, be better to see. There we go. So tried to clean it up as best as I can. It's looking like it might be rocker cover gasket. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I just need to get up in there, but as you see, I got the old aircon machine hooked up. It had a bit of gas in it, but not a great deal. So fingers crossed, the aircon system on this one will be fine, and Mrs. C5 Nut can actually enjoy her car for once, because especially with this hot weather and the dogs as well, it's quite a yeah, driving a car with no aircon isn't pleasant. Trust me, that little black car that I got, that's got no aircon on it, and that's roasting. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, bring the old ramp down. We're going to get up on, have a look on that engine on the top and see if I can see anything that, you know, is obvious, and then hopefully once the machine's done its business, the aircon might actually work on this. That's a scary thought, isn't it? Okay, so the machine's now done its thing. It's now got some gas in it, which is brilliant news. The only thing is now is let's start it up and see if it works. Yeah. So that one's and that one. Let's start her up. Lights on. Oh, I can hear the compressor. That's good. That one's slowly coming down. The fans are working. That's good. That is just, it's centralising, it's coming back down again, which is good. So, oh, it's nice and cold. Nice and cold. Yeah. Mrs. C5 Nut will be happy. She's now got a nice cold car. Right. I'm just gonna do my usual checks and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I've now taken the ramps off, the hose and the machine's all doing its thing. I did pop the cover off and gave it a bit of a good clean. Now my gut feeling is on this, I think that it's got a rocker cover gasket leaking. It's possibly been leaking for some time and it's just all the oil's gone all over the place. So the belly pan I'm going to leave off for the minute. It's just easy enough for me to sort of every couple of days or so, just go and check underneath it. Yeah, what can I say? Time is getting a bit short now. I've got to go and pick up Mrs. C5 nuts from her work. So what I want to quickly do is just quickly hoover just the front and yeah, make it all nice and pretty for her. Right guys, so I'm going to leave it here for a minute. What can I say? Hopefully, don't know when, because Mrs. C5 Nut is camera shy. So when she finds the courage to actually come on the camera, then obviously, you know, she will then sort of do what she wants to do. But more on this car fairly soon. I still got that big dent to sort out in the back and passenger side. Yeah, and hopefully we can find out exactly what's going on with this oil leak, because it's driving me nuts. What can I say? Well guys, I'm going to leave it here. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That came out slightly wrong, didn't it? And I will be uploading some more video very soon. I've been in touch with my dad about his white C5. Obviously it's coming quite close to the National, and we're trying to work out logistics on how to get the white C5, the C5 Caravan, and obviously my van at the show. So we're trying to work out the best way to get all the cars up there. So fingers crossed that will work out. Mrs. C5 Nut won't be going to the show because she's got to work, and obviously work's important in it really. So anyway guys, take care. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care, bye.